Sometimes I need to have a set of data to use when I'm developing coursework. So I'm going to quickly show you how I can set up some random data that I can easily change. In this case, we're going to use date, year, sales rep, state, brand, and sales. And now we're going to learn how to build all this random date. So we're going to start with the month, the day. We're going to add the year. And then we're going to need a column that is going to be a random number. And then we're going to need their name, a list of names, a list of states, and a list of brands. Our next step is to populate these. Here I have a sheet that has a list of last names. Go ahead and copy and paste that for my names. And here's a list of 10 random states. And go ahead and populate that. And then maybe search the internet, find a list of different kinds of brands. So I'm going to find that, paste that in there. So now I have some random names, states, and brands, and we're gonna use a Vlookup to find these. So I'm going to make a list of numbers, and now we need to use a formula, RANDBETWEEN, and we're going to create a list of numbers between 1 and 12 for the month. And then we're going to need we can copy that formula across and just change it 1 to 28, just so in case something falls in February. And then we need, let's just say our data is from 2015 to 2018. So we change our RANDBETWEEN on our year. And that should give us the list of data that we need to start to generate our dates. So what we're going to do next is copy that set of formulas down, and I'm using the Command Shift up arrow to get myself back to the top on a Mac, Control Shift up arrow on a PC. And now I can concatenate the month with and a slash, with the day and a slash, and the year. And there I have my date. Have to put in the ampersand, of course. And now I can copy that date, that formula, go down to the next cell using my shortcut Command Shift down arrow and Command V. I now have a full list of dates, and then with Command Shift up arrow, I'm back to the top. Now, to create our sales rep and our state and our brand, we need to use a Vlookup. So we're going to do a Vlookup. Our search key is going to be the number, which is going to be RANDBETWEEN 1 and 10. So we're going to randomly generate a number between 1 and 10. Then we are going to look at the range. The range I have is that list that I had generated. And in this case, and we do want to lock that reference because we're going to copy that formula across. And then this case, it's column 2 false, unsorted, and hit enter, and we should have a list of last names. Now we can copy that formula across to the state, and when we do that, the state and the brand actually, now they're all just last names, so we need to change that to 3. We get a list of states, and then this needs to change to 4. And looks like I need to change that to 4. And that should give us our list of brands. Now we can highlight those 3 cells, copy, come down to the next cell, and go ahead and do Command-Shift down and paste. And I've pasted the entire formula into all of that. And now, jumping back to the top, I have so far so good, the date, the sales rep, the state, the brand. Now I need to generate a list of random sales numbers. So again, we're going to use RANDBETWEEN. We'll start with, say, 49 and go up to 89, 899. Random number, and then I want to copy that formula, click in the next cell, Command-Shift down, Command-V, and there's my list of random sales numbers. Command-Shift up arrow gets me back to the top. The one thing I don't like is the way I copied that data in from the my list of brands, so I want to make it proper, and I want it to have no period. So I'm using a proper regex extract, and I needed to add the /s in there so I could include the spaces. And then I can go ahead and copy that new data from the formula, paste the values only, and because I'm still running formulas, I have all my brands cleared up. So my next step is to insert some columns because I want to retain the ability to keep this random generation and change my numbers to demonstrate how it might affect our formulas that we're going to use this on. So I copied that, pasted values only, and now all my formulas are gone. But I need to extract the year still. So first of all, the date column needs to be formatted as a date. The sales column needs to be formatted as currency. And then I'm going to want to grab the year out of my date. Now I can do that because that column is a year. And then double click copies that formula down. And the reason I'm keeping all this data here is I want to be able to copy and paste this random data. Notice anytime any change is made on the sheet, all of my formulas, my random formulas generate new data every time anything's done. And so here, to make that work even better, I'm going to select the year from our what we had created as the date, and really that would be right, and it's 4 characters. And now if we can double click the down arrow, now I've automatically selected the year. So now I can randomly change this data set that I have by simply, notice anytime a change is made to the sheet, anytime I change anything, the formulas all recalculate. So now I can copy all that data and go ahead and paste it in, and notice I have a different set of data to work with. And again, show that one more time, copy, and come over and click into cell A1 and Command-Shift-V, paste, and now I have this new set of data and it's recalculated.